Major TV show host Ellen Degeneres has quickly turned into one of 2020's biggest villains. That's why Ellen Degeneres is over. Or at least, here are 10 reasons why Ellen may be over.
Just a reminder about our new giveaway. We're giving away the new iPad Pro or the new iMac Pro. The choice is yours. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple.
Number 10. Nikki Tutorials. The Dutch beauty vlogger first visited The Ellen Degeneres Show in January to discuss her experience as a transgender woman after coming out earlier that month. But Degeneres said during an appearance on a Dutch talk show in February that it hadn't been a completely positive experience for her. According to Degeneres, she didn't receive the same VIP treatment as other celebrity guests on the show, despite having millions of views on her YouTube videos. Every guest at Ellen had a private toilet, but I didn't, she said, referring to a bathroom. I couldn't even use the closest toilet to me because it was reserved for the Jonas Brothers. Number 9. Degeneres was called out by Twitter. In April, a Twitter thread asking for stories about Degeneres being one of the meanest people alive received more than 2,000 responses. A comedian named Kevin T. Porter crowdsourced insane stories you've heard about Ellen being mean in exchange for $2 donations to the Los Angeles Regional Food Bank and received thousands of responses. There were also stories about Degeneres' behavior while filming, including accusations that she wouldn't let crew members eat meat, that she fired an autistic custodian for greeting her, and that she made anyone entering her office chew gum from a bowl outside her door since she had a sensitive nose. Number 8. Degeneres made a prison joke. Ellen made a joke about prison during an at-home show in April, and Twitter users weren't pleased. The host also faced backlash after joking that self-isolation in her mansion was like being in jail. On her April 6 show, Degeneres compared self-isolating in her California mansion to being in prison, and Twitter users were quick to call out the talk show host for what they felt was an insane remark. One thing I've learned from being in quarantine is that this is like being in jail. Is that what this is? Degeneres said during the segment, adding, "It's mostly because I've been wearing the same clothes for 10 days, and everyone in here is gay." Degeneres seemed amused by her comparison, smiling and remarking. After Ellen shared a clip on Twitter, users were quick to call out the host for her remarks about prison, especially during a time when prison inmates were at an increased risk of contracting COVID-19. Number 7. Filming during lockdown. Degeneres has continued to film her talk show, despite being on lockdown because of the novel coronavirus. In April, news broke out that Degeneres' crew was furious about a lack of communication over their pay during the coronavirus shutdown. Variety cited 2 anonymous sources as saying that the long-running talk show's core stage crew, which consists of more than 30 employees, had not received any communication about the status of their working hours or pay, and that producers had not checked in about their mental and physical health. Furthermore, the report said crew members were left in the dark about how much they would be paid, or whether they would be paid at all for more than 2 weeks. Ellen's show has continued to air, with the host recording from her home in California. But Variety reported that only 4 members of the core crew were working on the show's lockdown edition, with a non-union tech company being brought on to help as well. And despite a statement from Warner Brothers Television saying the crew had been paid at a constant rate, albeit at reduced hours, crew members are still said to be upset about a lack of personal care from the show and feel the way they have been treated is not in keeping with Ellen's famous "be kind" advice.
Hey, y'all, the other day I did something super fabulous. I did something that a lot of celebrities do, big celebrities like myself.
Number 6. Angry Bodyguard. A former bodyguard for the host said his experience with her at the 2014 Oscars was kind of demeaning. Tom Madricac was hired to protect Degeneres, her mother, and her wife Portia de Rossi as they attended the '86 Academy Awards, which Degeneres was hosting. But the bodyguard told Fox News in April that his experience with Ellen was less than ideal. Quote, "I'm holding their hands and walking them through individuals and large groups of people. Ellen is that one person that I've been assigned to, and I've been assigned to quite a few celebrities that has never taken the time to say hi to me," Madricac said. According to the bodyguard, Ellen's wife DeRossi was very pleasant throughout the evening and carried on a conversation, but things started going negatively when DeRossi introduced him to the talk show host. Ellen pretty much just gave me a side glance out of her eye and didn't say hello or thank you for protecting my mother, my wife, and me, Madricac told Fox News, adding, "It was very cold, and it was very sly, and it was actually kind of demeaning in the way that she treats people, other than those who are in her circle." Number 5. Steve Jobs. A former producer for Ellen's show said the host once called Steve Jobs to complain about the font size on iPhones. Speaking to the New York Post, the producer, who wasn't named in the story, said the call to Jobs came after Ellen had lost her glasses and couldn't read a text on her phone. The producer said, quote, "She stopped everything and made a call. Next thing we knew, we literally hear Steve Jobs pick up and say, 'Hi, Ellen.' Ellen told him the iPhone should have bigger fonts," the producer said. "That's her," the former producer continued. "It's not that she's some demon, she just lives in an incredibly privileged bubble and is out of touch with the real world." Number 4. Ellen is alive. In July, the hashtag #RestInPeaceEllen began trending on Twitter, even though Ellen was alive and well. After speculation that Ellen's popular talk show was going to be canceled, some Twitter users reportedly took things further by spreading false news of Ellen's death. According to a story from the New York Post published on July 7th, people on social media claimed the host had taken her own life in response to the impending cancellation of her show, even though the host was still very much alive. Producers also confirmed with the Post that Ellen's show was not in fact going to be canceled, but that didn't stop users from continuing to use the hashtag #RestInPeaceEllen in their tweets. Some people shared photos of Ellen's celebrity lookalikes, including Jane Lynch's character from Glee and Katy Perry, along with their joking condolences for the talk show host. Others noted that the hoax came after a turbulent past few months for Ellen. Number 3. Internal investigation. News broke in late July that Warner Media, the distributor of The Ellen Show, was launching an internal investigation into the show's workplace culture. Variety reported an employee relations group and a third-party firm would conduct the investigation, interviewing current and former employees about their time on set. The investigation came after a turbulent past few months for Ellen, the show, and some of its employees, who were reportedly left in the dark about pay and hours during the start of the coronavirus pandemic. Shortly thereafter, an Australian radio host said he was instructed to not look or talk to Ellen when working with her in 2013. Number 2. No eye contact. During a segment on his radio show on July 28th, Neil Breen said he worked as an executive producer on the Australians' Today Show at the time. According to Breen, Ellen's involvement on the episode got watered down from co-hosting to doing a sit-down interview in Melbourne, where Breen and his crew had to fly at their own expense to tape the segment. Australian TV presenter Richard Wilkins was set to interview Degeneres, but Breen said that he and the rest of his team received a very specific set of rules when working with her. Because it's The Ellen Show, they controlled everything, Breen explained. They controlled the interview seats, the lights, how it would work, everything. The producers called us aside and said, "This is how it's going to work here this morning. Ellen's going to arrive at 10:15, and she'll be sitting in this chair here. And Richard, you'll be sitting in the chair here," he continued. According to Breen, Degeneres' team told him, quote, "Neil, no one talks to Ellen. You don't talk to her. You don't approach her. You don't look at her. She'll come in, she'll sit down, she'll talk to Richard, then Ellen will leave." End quote. Breen said he found the whole thing bizarre. Number 1. Staff letter. Ellen addressed issues at her show with a letter to staff in late July. In the letter obtained by The Hollywood Reporter, Ellen takes responsibility for the overall issues on her set. She does not directly address any allegations of her personal actions, but says she was, quote, "disappointed to learn that people working for her did not feel happy or respected on set," end quote. Many feel that Ellen may never recover from the internal investigation. Only time will tell whether the behind-the-scenes experience matches the friendly atmosphere given off by the show. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new content. This has been our breakdown of 10 reasons why Ellen may be over.
Just a reminder about our new giveaway. We're giving away the new iPad Pro or the new iMac Pro. The choice is yours. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple.